Okay guys, so here are the socks that I made my neighbor. They are done and they smell so good. They smell like blueberry lemon, which is the soap, the tufted soap that I use to wash these in. So now I want to make them just a little bit extra special and make a label to go around them before I deliver them to her. So I'm going to record my process on how I do that. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to measure the circumference around or the width around the sock, so we'll know how wide we want the band. So we are going to go ahead and measure, taking a tape measure. We will measure all the way around the sock. We want it to be somewhat snug, so we want to make sure that we measure pretty accurately. And this one is measuring about 6.5. So now you want to make a determination of how wide do you want the band, and that's personal preference. So top to bottom, I'm probably going to end up making mine probably around maybe 2.5 or so. Probably, no, take that back, maybe 2 inches. Actually, we'll just see how it looks, because this is going to be trial and error for me as well. So let's do that. So we have 6.5 going around, and we know we're going to be between 2 to 2.5 for the width of the sock label. So I'm going to be using Cricut Design Space, but you can also do this in Microsoft Word as well. So let me know if you want a tutorial on that also. So first we're going to start with the shape. So we're going to start with square. And we are going to unlock the proportion button, and we are going to make ours, let's see, the length of it, let's say 9.25, and oops, let me change that. I don't know what happened. 9.25, and let's make the height 2.25. Okay. So this is our band. So now what we want to do is, I'm going to, just for ease, to make it easier for me to see, I'm going to change the background on this square to white. And let's do some just simple text. And let's just say hand made with, I'm gonna say love. Okay, so I want this to be centered, so I'm going to align it to where it's centered, and we are going to reduce it to where it will fit on the band. Now, if you want to use, I actually wanted to use, I like to use MS, let's see if it's in here. I like to use this MS Reference Sans Serif, but that is just a personal choice. You can pick whatever font you like. All right, so now I'm going to reduce the verbiage so that it will fit on the band, and that looks great. So now I want to highlight both the band and the text, and I want to align it to where it's centered horizontally. Okay, that looks good. And now I'm just going to put a simple heart on each side of this band. We're going to keep it simple, especially for this tutorial. And we are going to then reduce this, and that looks good. Now I'm going to change this color of the heart to red, because we are going to be printing this. So let me duplicate it, because I want one on the other side as well. And we will put it about right here. That looks pretty good. So now we are going to, I want to go ahead and hide the square, because I don't need that. And I'm going to highlight this entire section, because now I want to change it to a print. Okay, So now I'm going to highlight all of this and I want to attach it. Okay, so now we should be able to click the Make It button. And now you'll see where we have the band, and so it's going to print this black square around it, and this would be if we were going to use the Cricut to actually cut this out, but I'm just going to use a pair of scissors because it's just easier and my Cricut is not actually plugged in. So we're going to click continue, and then we are going to click send to printer, and you want to take the bleed off, and you also want to use your system dialog, which basically says I want to use my printer settings for this print. So let's go ahead and click print, and then I'll show you what happens next. So I'm using just some 65-pound white, bright white paper that we're going to use to print this label. So we're going to go ahead and click print. Okay, so this is our band. So let's go ahead and let me show you how I assemble it. Okay, so we've got our label, we've got some tape, and we've got a pair of scissors. So let's just go ahead and do this. Now, you can eyeball this to where if you feel comfortable cutting it straight, you can. Or you can use whatever method you have. In this case, I'm just going to use my quilting ruler, and I'm just going to go down the side of this. So I'm going to cheat a little bit, and I know everybody doesn't have this, so that's why I said a pair of scissors is fine. So there's one cut. And then we will go ahead and we will do the next cut. I'm getting as close to the black line as I can. And we're just going to continue to shave off the entire thing. Okay. Alright. Ooh, that's looking so cute. Like I said, this paper just has a little bit of weight to it. So I would not recommend just using regular copy paper. You definitely need something that's got a little bit more weight to it so it'll hold its shape and look really nice as a band. Okay. So now we have our band. So here's hoping that it actually fits around the sock. So here we go. Now you can take your tape, just a little bit of tape that's going to seal the ends together, just like so. Line them up to look very nice, and then you're literally simply going to add the band to it. So this is our socks, handmade with love. Like I said, it's something that just very simple. It just adds a little bit of elegance to it. I actually could have made this a little bit tighter. Let me see if I can do that. Nope, it's actually pulling up so I'm going to leave it like it is, but I actually could have made this tighter. I also could have done some designs on here to make it look a little bit, you know, nicer, since the hearts are on the back. But like I said, this was a quick design and a quick tutorial, so you guys can do whatever you want as far as design, but this is kind of just a basic quick and dirty tutorial to kind of show you, at least to give you an idea of how to make bands for your socks. Okay, so I decided to redo it because I didn't like that the big hearts were on the back. So now the band will have the hearts on the front. So let me grab some tape and we will redo it now. and I will be much, much happier. There we go. Now, that is what I'm happy about. Thank you guys. Let me know what else you want to see as far as tutorials are concerned, and I will try to get those out for you. Bye-bye.